Yo, 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 yo. Uh-huh. Alright, bet. Alright, man, we back. Alright, man, look, man, this is week 2, season 5. I got it wrong on the thing, season 5, not season 4.
Matching hundreds. Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. Standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section with the columnist right, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw on second down. Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Got it. 59 plus 59. It's a party.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. This is McCaffrey. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one just shy.
Hold on, I gotta check the lineup because they got the lineup all fucked up. Man, that's not what I had.
40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Let's go. Let's go.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in route. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The numbers for Zeke from last week. He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone
just once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season, now a hit and a loose football, and the Falcons grab it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. He's definitely making his mark early in the year from the tight end position. 2 games played, 2 touchdowns.
And from what I've seen on tape so far this year, his ability to use the fakes well, his body in the red zone, they should continue to look his way through the entire season.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
We play defense.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Oh, no.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
23 yards on the play. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to throw. Fields. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys, because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Being chased out left. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down. So let's sort this out.
Let's go.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Geis. And a good run as he manages 7 yards now to the 17.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. operating from the gun. Fields. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Where's my user sack at?
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times watch him make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Falcons. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the
and the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I'm hurt.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
2nd and 9 now. He's able to find Wallace. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw. Fields going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Fields. Open man is Golladay, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Let's go.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to sweep with Allen. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
That was all my fault, too.
That's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That's fine, I'll take that.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Let's go.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
He got him out of his face mask and threw him down.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal.
Safety screaming. Hey, get wrong. Bravo.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He may try and run for this. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashion together a heck of a resume.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. This quarterback now, perfect. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Fields got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On first down, Fields. He'll get this one to Galladay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Smith trying to run for it. No, it's out. Smith lost it, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Nah, bro. Hell no.
8 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Elliott. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down. Fields looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Check.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Some bullshit. We'll take
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Go, nigga.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
You see that?
Throwing on first down. Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Fields. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He'll let it go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. Head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Off play action. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Good game. Okay, you gonna shoot on him? Okay, you gonna shoot? Shoot!
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I'm chilling today.
So for Atlanta, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will
go. Appreciate y'all.